Step 1. Identifying evidence. Before you start to consider the types of play equipment you may want, it's important to identify what facilities your community needs and why. Evidencing this will strengthen your application.
When evidencing the need for your project, having a suitable location in mind will be important. Getting a playground manufacturer involved at this stage is always a good idea. They can measure your area and use their technical expertise to help you figure out the best location for certain pieces of kit.
When I had the first meeting with Proludic, Helen Marsh, we had we had a good idea of the type of equipment we were wanting, the type of age groups we had in the village, and the space that we had and what was there before.
Has the community expressed concerns about the lack of existing facilities? Was this via email, letter, or even social media? Whichever way these were expressed, add them into your submission. Having the community on side and all pulling in the right direction can help you at all stages of project delivery.
So we wanted to look at having ages flowing, but also thinking about how a family is structured and different age groups within one family and safety.
At Proludic, this is a really exciting opportunity for our team. We can go out, we can audit all the facilities you have now and talk about how we can make a difference. Some that may need upgrading, some that may need replacing. Every community should maybe have a really good skate park or something for toddlers.
Do you have children of differing abilities that aren't being catered for? Inclusivity should be evident within your application. Adding equipment such as pod swings, low-level play units and musical bass will help strengthen your bid.
What you don't want to do is duplicate play throughout the parish, town or borough.
Over the past 5 to 10 years we've been investing quite heavily in our green spaces, so making them safe, welcoming places. And over recent years we've seen, unfortunately, real challenges around obesity levels and also cardiovascular disease. So we've worked with colleagues in public health to say, how can we encourage more and more people to use our parks and green spaces? We started off really looking at where there was a need, where there was a demand. So we looked at socio-demographic data, we looked at health and wellbeing data, and we started to map out the kind of hotspot areas where we had some real challenges in terms of inactivity within residents. And then we started to overlay, well, what green spaces have we got in that area, and could they offer a solution?
At Proludic, we're committed to providing all children with exciting and innovative play options. We realise how daunting the prospect of securing funding for new projects can be. That's why we'd like to establish a partnership with you, giving our support and our assistance at every stage of your project.
We're really pleased we chose Proludic. We found them at the beginning to be very creative, good listening, good at problem solving, sort of like anticipating what might be good, what won't work. All through the project, they've answered emails, phone calls, texts, listened to our difficult times, supported us through all the really difficult times, and has been incredibly patient.
Consulting with the community at this initial stage is key, as it will determine whether they agree with you and your vision for the project. It will also help to ensure maximum support for the community, as they feel involved and listened to from the outset.
This whole new social fitness zone was really on the back of a call we got from a local resident called Maxine, who had been on the exercise referral programme, but she wanted to work out at low or no cost. So contacted Proludic, and again we had a very successful partnership which has actually led to this social fitness zone. We're so incredibly pleased with it. You can see the signage is fantastic. People know how to use this equipment safely, so this is a huge benefit to this community. I'm really, really pleased that we've got it.
Catering for all members of your community is key. It is important to identify the activities that your local community like to do to help you define what the project needs to be in order to deliver it. You will most likely need a group of people behind you to help you with your application, whether this be members of the community or members of the council. Having a team behind you will help with the workload. It is important to ensure everyone is singing from the same hymn sheet and that everyone has clear project objectives to work towards.
It was really going that extra mile was what Proludic did. So for example, the parish meeting that we had where we did a lot of our consultation with the children, it was a Saturday morning, but Tom turned up to help, to advise us, brought his daughter along as well to play with the children. I think the other thing for us was the quality, which came through on everything, not just the equipment, although that's clearly really important, but everything was quality.
So, welcome to Norrell. Norrell is a small village in Nottinghamshire. Population is about 500 within the parish. Many years ago we had a very nice play park on this particular site, which we rent from Newark and Sherwood District Council. In that time, the Norrell Play Park Development Committee raised sufficient funds to install equipment within the play park. Unfortunately, over a period of years, that equipment became unsuitable for use, and eventually, after a local authority inspection, most, if not all of it, was condemned.
In terms of equipment and advice from Proludic, what we were really looking for was equipment. We'd had timber equipment before, and it was because it was timber that it had failed a safety inspection. So this time we were looking for something that was much more durable, more long lasting, and ideally lower maintenance, because we are a small parish council. We don't want to be worrying about maintenance, and we don't want to be worrying undue. Obviously we take care of our children's safety, but we don't want it to become unduly onerous for us to manage. We opted for stainless steel, which we felt would meet our needs in terms of maintenance and longevity, and also would be environmentally friendly and straightforward.
At that time, the Play Park Development Committee became defunct. They wound themselves up, so the parish council took over the responsibility of looking after the play park. That made it quite difficult because the parish council, obviously like most parish councils, is somewhat restrictive on funds. So ultimately what we did was we actually closed the facility because it was unsafe and therefore wasn't legal for use, and we applied to various people for grants to try and fit new equipment, the old equipment having been removed because it was unsafe. So we went through a process of making various applications to different bodies, and ultimately we were very fortunate in that we were successful, and therefore we contacted your good selves, and you are able to provide us with currently limited equipment which will be suitable for children of varying ages, from little ones up to not so little ones, and we hope to be able to expand on that equipment, that basic equipment, in the years to come.